For these early companies is the challenge to find pulling customers, and the context that we're living in now is much of the production has gone abroad, and that's a real challenge for these startups, and automatically leads it to being an international issue. So I think that one challenge is connecting these startups based in the regional innovation system with the customers being abroad.
I'm honing in on that same area. The breakdown, I believe, happens right around the time when the productization is happening. Basically, there is no will for and risk will in Sweden, whether it's from political point of view, whether it's from investment point of view, to help you through that stage of setting up your initial productization effort. And you have to seek outside of Sweden, which means that you end up actually selling out of your technology and it ends outside of Sweden.
Just to add a few things, Jorge Chatzimarkis said, why don't you use your flagships? But I would actually say that we are using our flagships. And I mean, in this gathering, we tend to forget that almost all the big Swedish companies, like Volvo, like ABB, like Atlas Copco, they're all in clean tech. And I think it's very important that they, having been on the world market for decades, that they take the small and medium-sized companies with them out on the market. So much is happening in the flagship companies in Sweden in this field, and I think we tend to forget about that.
If you look on where are innovations made today, innovations are mostly made not in universities. Actually, they're made within existing companies, and I think we mentioned the flagships, and I think I have a companion here, and that is the flagship is part of the Swedish problem. I would say because there's few countries that have more really big companies or flagship as Sweden have, and we have a lot of innovation within younger engineers, and they're sucked up in these huge organizations, and their innovation is, I wouldn't say they're killed, but there's no tradition in big companies in Sweden to make spin-outs.
We're actually gonna move over to the lunch discussions, because we've been talking so much about problems, and there's a lot of comments hanging in there, but I'm sorry, we don't have this entire Friday. We're going to move on to the weekend further on. So we need to kind of get moving, get into the lunch, start eating and discussing. And we're going to discuss around the tables. I hope you have enjoyed the meal. I liked it quite a bit myself. Now it's getting time for us to sum up the discussions around the tables. So each of the panel members that have been sitting at one table each, I will ask for you to read out the summary that you wrote down, and I'm going to collect them. And then you all panel members have 1 sentence time to just really, really short mention how you would want it to look in 2 to 5 years' time? We've been talking about that the Swedish clean tech needs to get out on the market, but where do we want to be within 2 to 5 years? I'm going to start right up here. Did you write something down? No. Okay. You have some time. Did you write something down? Oh. Somebody here wrote something down.
No, I haven't been involved in this, so you haven't come that far yet.
Okay. Anybody's done? Oh, Lena Ek.
This is the best table.
Yeah.
What did I tell you? Action, guys. Yeah. We started with the presentation round, and we discovered that we have a lot of competence, of course, around this table from theoretical point of view, from process driving, economy, management, and into actual, also capital, and into actual companies that does things. And we decided to cooperate, so from now on we will all go with the new climate taxi company in Lund, here. We will cooperate around clean tech and water issues in Lebanon, and we will use some money for this. And we have process drivers here with what do you call this in English? Improvising theater that promotes business and action. Yeah, that's a good sales sentence. And to take majority decisions, use each other's competence, and there's a Japanese model that you will receive information about on internet, on the mailing list, and break patterns, and get together when it comes to inspiration. Because when you work like 5 members in a small company, you tend to discuss what you are doing, and you tend not to always get out of the discussion and into action. And so by cooperating, we will see to that your company moves further, and all of our companies. Yes, and we also discussed pre-seed capitals, and here we want your help, because there are ways of getting pre-seed capital or seed capital, and also the third stage, and the 2 ladies over there are experts, so I think you will get even more job than you have right now. And question 2, I have to do a quick translation. To meet more and not get stuck with one table. We realized that we had a very fruitful discussion, but we're also very anxious to see what you did or didn't. But to meet. And then we were talking about the movers model. 2% of the population are movers, 10 to 12% are those who understands and follows, and the rest, the bulk, follows. So if we say that we are 2% of the population here and adds on, this should be the movers in this meeting. And also, in the eye of the paradox, you will get more information on that by email later on, and do an active choice. That's what, there are possibilities. What is stopping you?